All right, this tutorial I'm going to show you guys how to make a calendar. You can see that I have my cover here, so I made everything in these groups, these little folders. So that's my front of the cover, and imagine this being folded right on that line. That's the back. Okay, so I went to St. John with my family, and I'm making a calendar for Mother's Day. So I'm actually starting my calendar with May. All right, and then I'm making a 13th month calendar. Okay, so it's pretty easy to do. I'll show you briefly what I did. You're gonna go to File, New on Photoshop. You're gonna go where it says Print. You're gonna click on Tabloid. So it's 11 by 17. Okay, let me back up a little bit. And you're gonna have your rulers on. So if your rulers are not on, it's Command R. And I'm gonna click on that top ruler, and I'm going to drag it down, and it's going to drag and snap around. You want it to be, if I'm looking here, at 8.5, and it will kind of snap right to there. Okay, so that's the fold mark. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and make a bunch of folders. Okay, and then name them. Okay, so I'm going to do cover, and then traditionally it starts in January. Okay, and then you'll make this one February. Okay, and then you'll have. And I would suggest making a 13th month calendar. So end it in January of the following year. It's just how it lays out. Ask me in class, and I'll talk to you why we do that. Okay, it's the way the printer prints on the paper. Okay, otherwise you'll have a blank page. All right, so that's kind of how I set that up. I'm just going to close that out, so now you understand how I kind of created this. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to now process this, get it ready for printing. And it's a bit of a process, and I don't want you guys to get confused. Okay, I'm going to close out actions. So you're gonna start backwards and work up to the cover. Okay, and so the first thing we're going to do is use your marquee tool, and you're going to click down here, and I would click like over in the dark gray area, like somewhere like right here, and click and hold it down and bring it, and it's got to make sure you include everything right up to that line, that snap line. Okay, so you can see that everything here is selected. Okay, very important that that's like that. We're going to go to edit, we're going to go to copy merged. You have to make sure it's copy merged. Okay, we're going to go to file, new, and it's going to say clipboard, so don't change anything here, just hit create. Okay, then we're going to go back to your document, and now what we're going to do is create this action, and this is the coolest thing. Watch this. So if I go to window, if I go to actions, okay, and I'm going to hit plus, just leave it as whatever action. You can name it if you wanted to. You can call it calendar, I guess. Okay, and now it's memorizing everything I do. Okay, so this is the actions you want to do. Now you want to do it again. You go to edit, copy merged. Okay, see it, memorize that. I'm going to go to my document and make sure there's no other documents open. It's just these two documents. Okay, very important that it's like that. You're going to go to your other document. See, it said go to the next document. You're going to go to edit, paste. Now pasted that inside that document. Now we're going to go back to the first document. Now I want the opposite. So the easiest way is to hit select inverse. Okay, now that's the opposite, right? I'm going to go to edit, copy merged again, right? And then go to the other document and go to edit, paste. All right, go back to the first document, and now we need to leave this off where it was left, where it was left off. So we're going to go to edit or select inverse again. Okay, so that's our actions. When you create actions like this action that we're doing, I want to make sure I start off where I left off. Okay, or left off where I start. Okay, so I'm going to hit stop. Now I'm going to go ahead and let's see what I did. So I pretty much got the bottom portion, made it as a separate page, and the top portion as a separate page, a separate layer, okay? We do not need the background, okay, so we're going to delete that, okay? Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to see what this action, what we created for actions. We're going to click on the calendar, this little action that we created. We're going to hide the last, and we're going to now go ahead and open up April, okay? So your next one, and you're going to hit play. And let's see what happened. It actually brought everything in, right? Exactly what we do. And so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to hide, unhide the next month, okay? Hit play. And just keep on doing that. So it's separating each page and making it into a layer. I might have hit that twice. I might have to go back. Okay, so I'm going to go back. I think I might have hit that twice. I'm going to go back there, see if I see any duplicates, and there was. So this was duplicated. So I'm going to trash that. So those two are duplicated. So you can see what happened now. So I have my first layer, okay, is the back of the cover. Here's my front of my cover, and it goes for May. That's the portion of top of the May, and so each page is a separate layer. Now what I need to do is I need to make a new folder on my desktop. I'm going to call it calendar. I'm going to call it calendar 2 because I already have one for calendar. All right. Now what I need to do, I'm going to close my actions, is I need to export these as separate layers to files. And there's an action already made, and Photoshop already creates an action for that. So if I go to File, if I go to Export, Layers to Files, and I'm going to find that location, calendar 2. I'm going to hit Open. Make sure it says JPEG, and 12 is the quality. You don't have to include the profile. You're going to hit Run. And if I open up calendar 2, you can see it's exporting each of the layers into a separate file. And Windows should pop up saying that it's all done. It is. I can now minimize Photoshop because I'm done with Photoshop. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up all of the photos inside this folder. Okay, in calendar, I'm going to right click. I'm going to hit Open with Preview. Okay, now everything should be in order. But what I have to do is actually one little change I need to do is I need to move that back page. I'm going to move that all the way down to the very, very bottom. So kind of drag it down here. Okay. So now it should be my cover. Okay. And then you lift that open and it should be the top and then bottom. And again, guys, I started with May because I'm doing this for Mother's Day. Okay. Now what I need to do is I need to go ahead and export this. Okay. So I'm going to select all. So Command A. I'm going to go to File. I'm going to go to Print. Okay. Make sure the printer is selected. And then I'm not actually going to print, but I'm going to go to PDF. I'm going to hit Save as a PDF. And I'm going to call it LQ Calendar. Maybe make it your name, not mine. All right. So now it processed. Here's my LQ Calendar. Now I'm on my computer, so I'm going to open up the Fiery Command Workstation. And now what I'm going to do, I'm not sure what this stuff is. I can delete that. Okay. I'm going to grab my calendar, drag it in. Now if I double click on here, 2 clicks, come on. Sometimes it takes a second. And then for presets, if it says Booklet LQ 2019, click on that. And it should have all the presets that you absolutely need to, in the finishing, the layout, the color, everything should be all set. And then you're going to hit print. And then you just have to load the printer with glossy 11 by 17 paper and tell the printer that's the size it is. And that's it. It should be, it's 14% complete, and it should print. All right, that's it.